This month on Mustang Magazine, Marching Band is preparing for contest season. Seniors adjust to a new gym policy, and the Invent team is solving a common problem for school buildings during the winter season. These stories and more on this October edition of Mustang Magazine.
Hello Mustangs, and welcome to our first show of the year. I'm Sadie Krall.
And I'm Danny Sullivan. Mustang Magazine is a monthly show produced entirely by broadcast journalism students from Norwood High School.
We bring you stories that matter most from our school and community. Up first this month, we catch up with the NHS Marching Band as they prepare for competition. Brian Curley and Brian King report.
At Norwood High School, the marching band will practice for days on end, ultimately hoping to strike the right chord with the judges.
We work on the first movement, second movement, third, fourth, whatever has to be done to make the show overall as perfect as we can get it. When it comes to maybe a day or two before the show, we do full runs the whole show. We go back, we do whatever we can to really get us high up on the scores.
Members of the band know that it's more than just staying in harmony.
It's very important to me to feel like I fit in and stuff, and it's important to everyone else. So the older members of the group try and incorporate the younger members because the closer you are in the team, the better experience you have overall.
And this unity shows itself in their performances.
We're pretty much like a big dysfunctional family.
Yeah, uh-huh.
It's more than just being section mates, it's more than just being even a classmate. It's like you establish a bond with the person who stands next to you and the person who stands 5 yards away from you. You know, we're all friends, we all get along, and when we get to rehearsal, that bond really shows up in what we play and what we do, and that's what we bring to the judges, and that's what we bring to our audience.
If the band does not have its unity, the performance can be off pitch.
Hello? Okay, good.
Like if we have a bad practice, we could lose everything. Because our show has to be so in sync with each other that if we're not working as a team, then everything could fall apart.
While the awards are nice, it's the sense of unity among the team that gives students like Michael a positive perspective on life.
I've become a better musician, I've become a better friend. It changes people, it helps establish connections with people you've never met, it opens people, you know. With that bond in hand, you immediately play better, you cooperate better.
Win or lose, the unity formed between them doesn't end at the last stanza. Reporting for Mustang Magazine, I'm Brian Curley.
Thanks guys. Congratulations to the marching band. They recently placed first out of 20 bands, winning caption awards for best music as well as a gold medal at the Micah Finals.
That looks like a lot of work out there.
Sure does. And they also share that field with another team of hardworking students, the varsity football team who has been working all summer.
For senior Joe Lianos, this season's expectations are high. Ronnie Marshalsea, Dan French, and Mike Levesque bring us the story straight from the quarterback himself.
Ready, set, go!
This year, Mustang football has started off with a better record than usual.
We had a pretty good preseason. We played Sharon, Foxborough, and Oliver Ames. We felt we did really well against them. And then, you know, the first two games we played Framingham. We did well against them. We stacked up well. And then we had Wayland, which was a good game as well. The defense really stepped up in that game.
The work ethic and training styles have changed over the past few seasons.
We feel like if we have enough energy we bring to practice, you know, it's a lot of it gets repetitive because, you know, day in and day out you're doing the same kind of stuff, but if we just continue to work on the plays, we install plays every week.
As a team, there are goals that every player works to achieve throughout the season.
we'd like to make the playoffs, keep playing after Thanksgiving is a big one, and eventually go to the Super Bowl, because we feel confident that we have the talent to do that this year. So anything's possible with this group of guys.
Reporting from Mustang Magazine, I'm Ron Marshalsea.
Set. Middle. You see that? I'm a jack of all trades, really.
Thanks, guys. Visit our Mustang sports blog for individual game highlights from the season and more.
Football isn't the only sport causing excitement around town. Some very talented 8th graders were recently moved up in order to help build the junior varsity field hockey team. Ashley Hutchin and Cassie Cahill give us a closer look.
There you go. When fall sports began this year, the freshman field hockey team ran into a situation.
So I only had 4 for my freshman team, which obviously isn't enough to play. So we put in for a waiver to get 8th graders to play so that we could keep the freshman program going.
Head down.
It was an opportunity to become better, and when I'm in high school, then I'll be more experienced.
This is like a really good opportunity just to practice more and become a better field hockey player.
They found that practices are more difficult than they expected.
There's a lot more practices and a lot more running.
It's definitely different because we have to run a lot more, but we learn a lot more skills.
It's really fun. It's a really fun time that we get to have together.
Even though they find practice challenging, they're still set on improving their skills.
I think that the freshmen are really good. There's some that need work and they need to practice harder, but most of them are really good.
They play, you wouldn't notice them apart from the freshmen. They're doing really well. Each game they get a little bit better. I think they're getting to know each other better. They're getting to know their positions.
And the team is looking forward to a good season.
We're doing okay, given that we don't have any subs.
We've lost, but I think we'll get better and we'll start winning games.
So head down to the Norwood High front field on game day to watch the 8th graders play. Reporting for Mustang Magazine, I'm Cassie Cahill.
Shot, Katie, shot! Thanks, girls. One impressive accomplishment.
Yes, and it's not the only athletic change this year. All students are now required to take gym instead of just underclassmen. Sean Mellon and Sam Cutler show exactly what this is all about.
In the previous years, seniors and juniors weren't required to take gym class. This year, however, they do, and many people want to know why.
Well, I say why not, but legally we were in violation of the Massachusetts State Code and we got cited. So we have phys ed now.
Gym class teacher Mr. Miranda explains why taking gym can be beneficial.
Fitness is always important, and for you to always stay healthy and fit throughout your life, not just while you're in school and while you're young.
Mrs. Glynn also has some views on having gym class for all 4 years.
Well, it's not just the upperclassmen, but for everybody. Number one, no homework. It's a good chance to get out, fresh air, vitamin D in the sunshine, get your heart moving. And there's been lots of studies as far as exercising the brain. So it's good to keep moving. As they say, sitting is the new smoking, so you have a whole period of movement.
Many students are opposed to taking gym class this year.
I don't like gym. It takes way too much time, effort, energy, waste of my time. Being late for class. I love English, don't want to be late.
I really just think it has to do with the preparation of changing and sweating during school. I mean, we do have shower facilities, but kids don't necessarily have the time always to go in there, change, shower, go back to class. That could be a hassle, so I think that's part of it. I don't think it's the actual class itself.
I don't feel like I'd benefit because I could football, I go to the gym, I do a lot on my own time.
I think people get set in their ways and they're just used to what happened before, and people don't like change. But this is a good change. It's a good change. It'd be good for their overall health. And just think of it, we have a beautiful facility. We have, people pay money to join membership gyms and clubs, and we have it all right here, outside and inside.
From Mustang Magazine, I'm Sam Cutler.
It seems like the new gym schedule will take some getting used to.
At least we have a new treat in the lunchroom to soften the blow. Jessie Kroll and Michelle Brinklow give us the scoop.
For some students, the school lunch can get boring, but now there's something new.
On Wednesdays, that's pretty much all I eat. I look forward to it.
The NHS Dining Hall is now offering frozen yogurt thanks to a new partnership with Orange Leaf.
The idea came out of Texas, believe it or not. There was a few Orange Leafs who would deliver into schools for a la carte. And we kind of got notified of that, and then this past summer I contacted Norwood High about it, and they decided to do it. So,
With concerns about adding a sweet to the menu, frozen yogurt seemed to be the best nutritional choice.
I think it's a great idea. I think it's nice to give kids a choice, and it's a good source of calcium for the kids. So I always go for the fruit choice as opposed to the chocolate.
They are serving 4-ounce cups for $2. Some people are wondering if that price is too high.
No, because if you went to Orange Leaf and bought that, it'd be way more expensive.
we're just trying to do something different for lunch. Sometimes, the same products at lunch. We're just trying to almost just bring something new to lunch, once a week. Kids to enjoy and look forward to.
So if you're sick of the same old, keep calm and eat froyo. Reporting from Mustang Magazine, I'm Michelle Brinklow.
Thanks, girls. Students sure are enjoying their orange leaf, and seniors get an added bonus of where they get to eat their sweets. Casey McDonald and Taylor Reed show us more.
An outdoor dining area was built over the summer as a place for the seniors to eat lunch.
I've chatted with some of the seniors out there the first week of school just to let them know that it's kind of their space, for lack of a better term, and that the seniors have been great as far as taking care of it.
Principal Jonathan Bourne has been more than supportive of the seniors' privilege.
It's helpful to get outside when you can during the course of the day to get some fresh air.
Senior class president Brian McDonough agrees that this privilege is one that bonds the senior class.
Yes, I think this is good for the seniors because we all get to spend time with each other. It's nice to have a senior privilege that we can use, and it's fun being away from all the underclassmen, just like as all the seniors.
This area is yet another example of how involved the community is with Norwood Public Schools.
Just trying to soak up as much as I can and learn as much about the place, but you could definitely see there's a lot of pride. Kids are very happy here and they enjoy going to class. The community is very supportive of the school. The school's very involved with the community. The seniors specifically, when you're out there, just to pick up trash, even if it's not your own, and that's just going to be a way to help keep the whole vibe positive as far as people and folks eating out there.
I think if people keep on being stupid and leaving their trash everywhere and not picking up after themselves, then we're not going to be able to come out here in the spring. But I hope that doesn't happen because I like it out here.
As long as the outdoor eating area is kept clean, we'll see you out there next nice day. Reporting for Mustang Magazine, I'm Casey McDonald.
Recently, students from the engineering department applied for a special funding in order to build a new prototype.
We went down to Dr. Crowley's classroom in order to see the new idea they think will solve a big problem for NHS and other buildings in New England. Reporters Brendan Hurley and Jared Gagano bring us the story.
The MIT Invent Team project, or a competition if you will, it's designed to encourage invention. And so they encourage students from all over America, high school students from all over America, encouraged to submit ideas. The idea has to be unique, and it also, most importantly, has to solve a real-world problem.
Such a problem was experienced last winter.
There was the big snowstorm last winter. We noticed that there were 10-foot snow drifts on top of the library.
In order to remove the snow, usually you need manpower, which would require people to come on the roof during the winter when it's snowing and it's cold, and they have to remove the snow by hand, and it's really dangerous because of course there's snow on the roof.
What they came up with was an easy solution.
We thought about an awning that would connect to the top of the roof all the way down and just provide another way for the snow to slide off so it wouldn't just stick on top of the library roof.
The new Norwood High School faces east. During the winter in New England, the prevailing wind blows mainly out of the west. So what happens is the wind moves across Highland Cemetery.
It goes up and then it rides along the roof of Norwood High School, and then there's a dip right outside here. Well, that dip actually results in the formation of a low pressure area.
Snow would go on the awning rather than the roof, and that way it would easily slide off because it's at an angle. And that would prevent the snow buildup or the snow drifts on the roof.
Saving both money and manpower, Dr. Crowley's Invent Team strives to solve a common New England problem. Reporting for NHS Update, I'm Brendan Hurley.
Congratulations to Dr. Crowley and his students. We are proud to announce that they did receive the grant from MIT, and work on their new prototype is currently underway.
While the Invent Team strives to bring us new technology, the EYC Club is trying to save what we already have. Mary Erickson and Emmy Coffey report.
Environmental Youth Coalition is selling water bottles in hopes of reducing plastic.
We're trying to reduce the amount of plastic we're using by selling these water bottles. They're stainless steel, and we're using them at the water bottle refilling station so people don't have to use regular plastic water bottles.
Reducing plastic is important because it helps the environment and it also helps reduce the amount of plastic that causes pollution.
The refilling station keeps track of how many bottles have been filled.
We've saved over 5,000 water bottles so far, and that's a huge increase from the less than 1,000 water bottles that we had saved last year, so we're really happy with that.
Many people are putting this product to good use.
I think students are using the water bottles. I see them around school. I also see the faculty that also bought water bottles using them around school, and I think it's really nice that they're using water bottles and that they're helping save the environment.
The refill station is located outside the elevator on the first floor, and water bottles can be bought for $5 from any EYC member or in room 318.
The water bottles are still for sale. They're going to be for sale until we run out. We still have 2 more cases left, and then we'll reorder depending on the need.
Reporting for Mustang Magazine, I'm Mary Erickson.
Well, that's all we have for the first show of the year. Be sure to check us out online at nhstv.org or hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Thanks for watching. See you next time, Mustangs.